Hey everyone, this is Sonny Ahuja. In this video, we will talk about the speed and its importance when it comes to search engine optimization. So let's go to this thread here in Google where it says speed is now a landing page factor for Google search and ads. So whether you are working with SEO, whether you're trying to get your website rank high under SEO rankings, organic rankings, or if you run Google ads, either ways, your website should load fast. Now, how fast? Right here. When real users have a slow experience on mobile, they're much less likely to find what they're looking for or purchase from you in the future. For many sites, this equates to a huge missed opportunity, especially when more than half of visits are abandoned if a mobile page takes over 3 seconds to load. So like I said in my previous videos, make sure your website loads under 3 seconds, 2 if possible. And that is doable. Now, this is something technical. As a business owner, you may not know how to do this, how to fix things around. So like I said before, get in touch with your web guy, get in touch with the company that designed your website, or you can go to freelancer.com, upwork.com, fiverr.com and find people with good reviews, with good ratings who can do this for you. Now, if you're not familiar with these outsourcing websites, then you can check my video under tools and resources on outsourcing. So in that video, I talk about Freelancer, Fiverr, and a few other websites that I have personally used in the past. But going back to Google here again, you should have a website that must load in under 3 seconds. Otherwise, it will adversely affect your search engine rankings and of course your conversions too. Especially if you run Google ads, you'll be spending more money, getting less return. So one of the ways you can check the speed of your website is if you Google page speed insights, click on the first link. Now this is Google's own tool. If you click on it and add your website here and click on analyze, that will give you a score of how your website is doing when it comes to its loading speed. Not only that, Google will also give you everything that needs to be fixed. So you'll have a list of things that can be done to your website in order for it to load faster. You can do the same thing with GD Metrics. This is a very popular site as well. You can add right here your website, just copy paste it here and click on test your site, and then GD Metrics will do the same. It'll give your site a score and then also tell you what all needs to be fixed. Once you have that list, you can take it to your web developer, you can take it to the company that designed your website and have it fixed. Because until this is done, your SEO efforts will not give you the results that you're looking for. It might take longer for your site to rank on page 1. It may never get on page 1. And this is something I tell my clients or companies that reach out to us. If they tell me they have been paying SEO companies for past few years or months and they're not seeing any results, the first thing we do is test their website speed. Sometimes we see 8 seconds, 9 seconds, 10 seconds to load. So that means their SEO company really never looked into one of the most important factors today, that their site must load in under 3 seconds. So let's say if you have an SEO company that you've been paying to for last few months, and then you see that your website has a loading speed of 9, that's not a good thing. You need to reach out to them and tell them that this needs to be fixed. Maybe that's one reason why your website is not getting where it should be, because of the loading speed. So this is really, really important. Now, a few things that you might see that need to be done to your website when you run these tests. Google may ask you to compress the files or minify CSS Or maybe your site has too many redirects and those need to be reduced. Maybe it needs to leverage browser caching. Maybe that's not in there. Maybe the server that your website is on is slow to begin with. Maybe you'll need to move your site to a different hosting company, a different server. So there can be too many reasons why a site loads slow. Maybe the images are not optimized. So it'll be tough for this to do yourself. So I highly recommend you run these tests and then you reach out to the right person who can make all these technical changes in the back end of your website so it starts to load under 3 seconds. And tell them, hey, I need to make sure my site loads under 3 seconds. You may have to reduce the size of the home page, maybe reduce images, pictures, something, whatever needs to be done. Make sure it loads under 3 seconds. So run these tests on your sites, maybe even your competitors' websites, and see how they are doing. And of course, if they are taking longer to load than your website, then that goes to your advantage. Okay, so run a few tests between your website and some other sites, maybe the sites that rank on page 1 in your main search phrase, and see how fast they load, and you might learn a few things from it. But do this because this is really important. Just like the previous videos I had about crawlability, about indexing, and so on, website loading speed is equally important. I'm hoping that you'll work on it, and I will see you in the next video.